it's just one of those things that I just never thought was going to be me. And then it was.
So when Diane Marley was diagnosed with breast cancer, the news hit her like a ton of bricks.
I was frightened, very frightened. And the first thing I thought of was, people die of cancer. And I don't want to die. I want to see my kids grow.
Then 48, Marley was told she had invasive ductal carcinoma. Her doctor told her treatment must begin right away. Marley was on board.
I am going to fight this thing till the very bitter end.
She had CAT scans and bone scans, a lumpectomy, chemo, and radiation. But Marley is among the 10% who will have what's called triple-negative breast cancer, one of the most aggressive types where traditional hormone therapy doesn't work. Dr. Caroline Ham says that's where clinical trials come in.
We know what the best is right now, but we don't know what the best is.
Unlike lab research, clinical trials use human volunteers.
Only the patient can make a decision whether or not to participate, but they'll do that risk-benefit analysis and weigh for themselves, do I feel like this is something I want to do? Marley
was in the right place at the right time and chose to take part in the triple-negative trial.
All the drugs that I had to have been tried, in a trial somewhere previous. So what they were trying to do for me, hopefully will be something that's going to be the answer for somebody else.
Initial funding through a Seeds for Hope grant allowed researchers to carry out the clinical trial. That's when they discovered the treatment delayed relapse rates for patients with stage 1 and 2 cancers.
It's kind of cool that Windsor patients actually got all this treatment 5 years earlier than most other people in the world and are getting the benefit earlier.
The Canadian Institute of Health Research later invested $750,000 into the next stage of research, targeting specific proteins. That study is ongoing, but local patients taking part are getting access to care before anyone else.
It's the hope. It's the hope that the next people going through this will have a better outcome.
For Marley, that was the hope she craved since her diagnosis.
What if this really is it?
Now 53, Marley has gone 5 years without a recurrence. She hopes the research to which she lent herself will provide the same outcome for others.
What if these wonderful people right here in Windsor figure out a way to help people like me that are triple-negative cancers? And I was amazed, I was happy, I was thrilled that it was something that was happening here, and it gave me hope. It gave me a lot of hope